Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Secretary. I'm over on this side. There we go. Fooled me, too. I'd like to just clarify with you for those listeners watching this today the impact of your budget on the debt. Can you tell me the current level of our debt? What's the current debt amount? It's about 34 trillion, which includes debt held by the or intergovernmental debt as well.
That's right.
And can you also tell me what the projected debt will be at the end of this budget period, at the end of 10 years?
So normally you look at debt held by the public.
Okay, we can use that number if you'd like.
Which is currently about 28 trillion.
Right.
And in 2034, under our budget, I believe it would be around 45 trillion.
Yeah.
But GDP also grows, and the ratio to GDP would be a few percentage points more than it is now.
It'd be at 128%, and now it's at 97. That's more than a few points.
No, it would be at 105% in 2034.
Debt held by the public, but it'll be a significant increase in...
It's now about 100%, so...
Yeah, now 97, it'll be about, it'd be increasing. So it'd be a significant increase in the debt.
A small increase in the debt.
Yeah, a significant increase in the debt. I want to refer also to your report on the fiscal health that came out just a month or two ago of the country. And you show that given current financial policies, including that in your budget, within 75 years, we'll just continue to see that increasing and would be at 513% or above 500% of GDP at the end of a 75-year period. You say in that report the current policy is not sustainable and the cost of delaying policy reform is significant, will make it much harder to implement changes that will affect that trajectory. Do you think that's a real threat to the country going forward?
Are you referring to the Social Security report there?
No, I'm referring to a report on the nation's fiscal health done by the U.S. Treasury, signed by you.
Okay, so we need to enact policies to make sure that the debt stays sustainable and we're on a fiscally sustainable path. And the president has proposed over $3 trillion of deficit reduction.
Let's talk about that. We've already established that the debt will increase significantly under this budget. So where do you get the $3 trillion in savings? Where does that come from?
Well,
because you're not decreasing spending.
Well, in some areas there are spending decreases.
Not overall.
But most of it comes from additional tax revenues. Tax revenues have been...
Because we're allowing the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act rates to expire, correct?
Partly, but...
about $2 trillion of $3 trillion. About $2 trillion. You're projecting an additional $2 trillion in revenue and counting that towards that.
We're projecting, in addition to that, a higher corporate income tax, moving that up to 28%, putting in place Pillar 2.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to submit for the record an article from the Washington Post that shows the $2 trillion and talks about that being included in the budget, and then shows a significant portion of that will be taken by families who are earning less than $400,000.
He's explicitly said that he will not agree to raise taxes for for people making under $400,000.
So I think it's more important.
And that is not any proposal of his. He's not said
So I
he
think
would
it's-
allow everything to expire.
I think it's more important
That
to
is
look
just
at,
wrong.
I think it's more important to look at what he's proposed rather than what he said. And very clearly, the $3 trillion in revenue or in reduction, what you're calling a reduction in debt includes a significant amount coming from families who are earning under $400,000 per year.
Well, that will have to
Make
be
that for the
paid
record.
for.
Thank you. Ms. St.